What's up? What's up out there in Shopkulture land? Welcome to another edition. This is Shopkulture. We are here. Long day, but we are here. And I'm joined once again by my tag team partner over there, producer, Nick Jones.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? You gotta forgive me. I'm literally just waking up.
Well, Nick, tell people why you just literally waking up.
It was a long day at work. It wasn't stressful or anything. Well, kind of stressful, but it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything to where it just had me like upset or anything.
Okay.
It was a good crazy. It was super productive. But I run a site over in Bothell. I work in biotech, and I'm in inventory management. And so I help a lot of scientists. I'll help all of the scientists and researchers on the campus that I work at. Maintain all of their materials that they use in their studies.
Okay.
So
it's more responsibility.
There's a lot of responsibility.
And whenever you're kind of relearning or learning some more stuff to add on to what you already got the responsibilities.
That's more so what it is right there.
There's a lot.
Learning
overload.
Right.
System overload.
Right. And you only have so much time to get the stuff down. That and the fact that the person that I'm taking the site over from, she just had a bunch of crazy shit going on. Right now we're putting out fires and
doing all this and that.
Just things that I shouldn't have to do. So on top of my training, I'm getting everything all unraveled and in place. But
they won't put you in a place if they didn't think you can handle it.
Right.
So you can get it and you can do it. So
kudos
on that. And again, guys, this is Shopkulture. What's up, Will? How you living, brother? Once again, guys. So, man, how's everybody's weekend? How's everybody living out there? Man, we want to thank you guys always for tuning in. And, it's always nice when you get a lot of questions about, things that are going on with the show and whatnot. So we have some stuff brewing, but like always, we're here every Tuesday at 8:30. Man, we have some kind of good topics though. So I was looking at the topics and I was like, man. So
I literally just got done skimming over them.
Yeah.
Like, oh snap.
Okay. Let's go to the.
You want to just break right into it?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
All right. So let me take that off. This one that first topic. I ghosted you. Here's why. Well, that's more so the prompt for the topic, as you guys can see scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But the topic is So the topic is actually in regards to whether or not you owe someone an explanation after ghosting them. So essentially, do you think the person who ghosts the other person, do they owe them an explanation or not?
No.
That's the topic.
Well, okay, so what's interesting about that, because I almost think that there's two scenarios with that. You would hope, right, over a period of time, because you probably went out with this person a couple times, at least 2 or 3 times. So you hope that, okay, they give you an explanation of maybe the reason why they don't want to continue, but they don't have to do that.
No, that's the whole point of ghosting.
Yes. Yeah, so, well, I don't. Well,
Yeah, that's the whole point. I don't know if it was different back in
the
90s, whatever. But today, when you get ghosted, that's just it. There is no explanation. That literally defeats the purpose of ghosting. And 9 times out of 10, a person is doing that. The reason why a person is doing that is because something went awry on the date. The person did something that was just super super
or
crazy.
It could just be that lack of chemistry, lack of energy, lack of vibe. I mean, there's a variety of different reasons, though.
I mean, that definitely plays into it. Almost always, though, it's something negative happened on that date where it was just like, I don't even want to text this person or.
Is it always negative per se, though, or it could be like they already have a situation? Maybe they realize, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's definitely negative. Maybe it's just that
that's why
they see it moving forward that it's not going to be compatible. Because you might have fun on the date.
That's wasting people's time. So, in my opinion, you're wasting.
You think you're wasting people's time?
You're wasting people's time, right? Because again, that's why I said it's almost always. It's oxymoronic to even say almost always, right? But that you get what I'm saying. Like it's that's almost always the case when you're being ghosted. It's because
something went awry.
Something negative or something. Something as shallow as that's not who I thought. This isn't what the profile pic looked like, and I'm looking. I see the before I even get to the table, I get to see what this person looks like. Now let me just go ahead and dip out now, because that's happened.
That's essentially
You know what I'm saying? So it could be, like you said, it could be a variety of things, but I tend to, based on the.
But I don't see it as a waste of time, because you have to go out to see whether or not it's going to be an investment. Anytime you're dating, it's some type of investment.
That's why.
But doesn't mean that it's a negative if it doesn't work out either. Sometimes it's experience.
It is a negative if you're ghosting somebody. Like, that's bad. That is bad.
Guys,
there's nothing good about that at all.
So
because if
you rather have them tell you. You rather them tell you this is the reason why that I don't want to keep going out with you.
I was dating for 2 years straight up until the relationship. I got into the relationship that I'm in right now. And there was a situation where me and the girl just did not vibe at all. And so after everything was said and done, we didn't get on the phone and talk, but we texted. It was just a simple text like, "Yo, you're not a good fit." Oh, no hard feelings, because I wasn't really feeling.
And that's cool.
So again, that's you not being an asshole about it. You're letting the person know. It's not an in-depth conversation. You're just, I'm really not feeling you.
But how long do you guys date, though?
How long do you date?
No, how long were you guys dating, though?
That was probably like a week.
Okay, so it was a week long?
Probably like a week.
So you dated for only a week?
Yeah, it was like.
So you went out 1 or 2 times?
Probably about 2 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, though, ultimately, might be a better way of doing it. I don't see, it was really no investment, though, for long term, right? You weren't going to lose any sleep that it didn't work. Just because even if she did ghost you, were you going to lose sleep at the fact that you already said yourself?
I'm the type of person where I would be wondering like why or what's going on, but I'm not going to press the issue.
Exactly.
That's just me though. Yeah. But you have people out there, like women, for example. Mostly, it mostly falls on their side of the fence as far as wanting closure, wanting an explanation as to why.
They're the ones that usually ghost more than me.
You know what I'm saying? It's a funny dynamic. I don't know if they are. I haven't seen the studies or the research, the data.
We gotta ask. So do women ghost more than men do? I mean, that's Oh, I don't know, man. I think they do. Yet you ghost a woman. They want the explanation, like you just said. They want to know what are the reasons why this, and that. And who wants to be the bearer of bad news?
It's not. I don't think it's so much as the dude wanting to be the bearer of bad news or not. You just don't want to go through the drama.
Yeah, who wants to go through the reasons of why?
Like I don't even know you. We went out on one date.
So that's why you really
I don't owe you anything.
You don't owe, and that's
I think more or less that's what it is coming from the guy's perspective.
The guy's perspective is that
women. I'm not a woman, so I can't really speak to how women filter that. All I know is from what I've seen, heard, and then me having a bunch of homegirls who went through that and just hearing ladies talk about it. they are more so the ones that are in search of an explanation as to why.
Yeah. Well, what it will?
Oh yeah. So Will says, not according to morning radio shows though. Most of the guys call the station asking them to contact the girl to get an explanation. Well, let me go ahead and tell you right now that a lot of that stuff is because I'm in radio, so I know how these morning shows work. And it's no different from the Wild West that is YouTube with these podcasts and giving you the content that people, embellish and digest. Entertainment is basically what it is. So a lot of those phone calls that you hear during those morning radio shows, because I know exactly what you're talking about, a lot of that stuff is scripted. A lot of that stuff it's not really,
But I don't know if he said, does he believe that, or he just said not according to the radios. The radios are trying to,
that's what he's counterattacking. He's rebutting the fact
that women are the ones that do most of the ghosting. What's up, Don? How you living? Who ghosts more, women or men?
Yeah. What y'all think?
Because I've actually heard some of the radio.
It's funny,
and it is funny.
It's funny, but
I find it interesting that a man would even care.
But in those,
especially after 1 or 2
phone calls on that the radio shows play, like the second date update, Brooke and Jubal was notorious for that segment.
Okay.
And those things were funny, but then it got to the point where it's like,
it starts getting played.
Yeah, but they had some stuff. They had bits on there where the lady would tell you, like, "Look, dude, you're creepy. You did this, you did that."
You're creepy. It is creepy if
like
you're going to go call a radio station to get an explanation, even though
even before the radio station came into play, she's telling you why she ghosted you.
Okay.
She's telling us, the audience, and the dude, why she ghosted him. And going back to what I was saying, 9 times out of 10, it's something that was going on the date that just didn't sit right, didn't feel right with that individual. So there was one bit where the chick was like, you brought your mom on the date.
I mean, that's corny. And then
shit like that.
Yeah, and then you wonder why. I mean, that's just kind of one of those. Come on now.
Or you were just too aggressive.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
But it's something that falls in the category of negative, and it just didn't. It didn't sit right. It didn't sit
well. Yeah, and it took some time. But that's why you're dating somebody, to figure it out. So that's why I said you don't really necessarily owe them an explanation. You don't. Now it would be nice of you to explain the reasons why this is but
my situation was a little different because me and old girl we hung out for a week. We had hung out for a week and we'd already smashed and all of that. Usually these are situations where
you
went out on just one date and then you ghost the person.
I would even say after a week, because I mean, so what you're. And of course, during the course of the week, are you hanging out every single day with that person? Or, I mean, is it just, like I said, it's usually...
Well, in general, when you're talking about ghosting...
It's 1 or 2 times
it's just, there's not a second date. It's just, you have that one date, and first impressions are everything, as they say. So, you're doing something that's setting someone off, where they're just like,
So, were you really disturbed from the fact
Let me go ahead and not even contact this person no more.
Well, wait, were you kind of disturbed from the fact that you had sex, and then you guys... Afterward, the ghosting kind of took place?
No, I wouldn't say my situation. I wouldn't even say that it was ghosting. I was just, the only reason why I even used myself as an example was to illustrate a point in what ghosting isn't, and that is how, and it's essentially how we went about doing it. We were in contact with each other for a week. We're hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then once we found out that we weren't a good fit for one another, we communicated that to each other, and then we broke ties. We didn't just, it wasn't you went out on a date and then, you did something that was just mad, like crazy and weirdo type activity, to where.
See, and I find that interesting because at the end of the day, it still came up the same result, whether I was ghosting or not ghosting, didn't work. Cut your losses. And kind of move on.
And see what's
up, V? How you doing, V?
There was no chemistry, so you don't have to
Contact. There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
you don't have to do it.
And that's usually after the first date. You don't know this person. You don't owe this person anything.
No.
So that's why I'm saying it usually goes down that first date. The first and only date.
Okay.
Because if you're affording each other time after the first date, then I wouldn't necessarily call that ghosting. I mean, you could call it that, but I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things and just in general, when it comes to the term and the whole act of ghosting, it usually happens. I'm not speaking in absolutes. I'm just saying it usually happens on the first date because the first impression was just dead ass weird.
Okay. So you're saying the first date, and I tend to agree with it. We probably did it back in the day, called it something different. I don't know. You just say, hey, you got dissed, or I don't know, dogged out, whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? But she said, oh.
See, this is a big one right here. I stopped calling and seeing someone because of the sex. Wow. Now, that is right. Now, that part right there is probably where the dude is going to want to know.
Yeah, B. Now, B.
What's going on?
B, you cold for that one.
You know, yeah.
B, you cold for that one.
He might actually.
But does she want to tell him that, though? Because that'll mess up his head.
I mean,
if somebody called and told you, your sex game is just garbage.
It depends on who the person is. B might be of the individual who's like, well,
lie on B.
You're not putting it down. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody who's going.
So it's better that she did ghost that guy.
Yeah, because you're sparing him his
feelings,
ego,
everything else. B, I take it back. You did a good job. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, you got to do. I don't know. Sometimes it's probably in your best interest too.
How many women are going to admit though that they've been ghosted? I don't think there's again. I've heard the stories. Okay,
I've heard the stories. Okay, yeah.
I'm not talking about the radio. I'm just talking about maybe.
No, I'm talking about like chicks that I know, and I know this is anecdotal, but I'm just saying it happens. Like,
I'm not saying it doesn't.
Women don't have. At least from my lens, women don't have a problem in telling you about like a dating disaster.
No, a dating disaster, but I don't
would be under the category
of dating disasters. Usually. I haven't really heard that if it was ghosting. It's more of a disaster. This happened. Something usually occurs.
It's disastrous if the woman feels like the date is going well and everything is cool and blah, blah, blah.
Or giving
and then all of a sudden, the dude don't call her back. Because now she's in her head about, well, what did I do? What did I say? Was it my appearance? Like, she's in her head about what she did.
But which is worse? Is it worse to have the ghosting occur after the first date?
If she did anything at all.
Well, ghosting occurs after the first date, or ghosting occurs after the third or fourth date?
It's possible for it to happen after the third.
Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. So that's what.
But I'm just of the mind of. I'm of the mindset that first date. You know what I'm saying?
So
like they pull out right then and there.
Well, I mean,
I've heard about ladies. Ladies
people do not
leaving in the middle of the date.
But we will agree that you don't owe nobody an explanation on it. It would be nice, but you don't owe an explanation.
Let me read these real quick.
Okay.
Don says, I had a fella pull out a wad of money while he was on a date with me. I guess he thought I'd be impressed. I said to him, quote, are you looking to get your head? I guess she threatened him or something.
Oh, she said, I want to take that money, shoot.
And then there's never a need to have that much cash on you. I told him rich people don't flash the cash.
Yeah, rich people ain't not going to have cash like that on you. You're absolutely right.
B says he showed up at the club and wanted to talk about it, but damn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he cornered you.
Oh. No, that's stalkerish.
Yeah, because how do you know he was going to be at the club?
Hey, B, did you watch the show? We got to make sure he ain't watching this.
He showed up at the club and wanted to talk about it, but I wasn't going outside to explain it. He was 6'3", 240 pounds. He was a bodybuilder. That was the last time I saw him. Oh, wow.
So we're just assuming what you said. So that might have been a one-nighter. Now, you have to give him more than one time. Usually.
I'm going to get a little personal. V, how many times did y'all
smash? Yeah, because if it was just
one time and he was trash.
She was trash. You got to let her have at least 3 times.
Is it 3?
Yeah. Because he's nervous the first time.
So then what's the second time?
Second time he's kind of coming in. And then the third time, he should be ready.
Has he not had sex before, though?
I mean, bro, it's different, right? You know what I'm saying? It might be. The vibe is different.
Listen, every time.
Because Viv might be one of those that's talking a lot of mess, and she gets all in his head, and all of a sudden he can't perform.
You can't get on somebody's head. No. I disagree with this. Man, you can't get in a man's head. A woman can't get in a man's head to throw him off track as far as bedroom activities are concerned. You should be coming correct 1,000%.
If you ain't coming equipment, if equipment is malfunctioning,
then you need to let that be known. You don't come out here.
Wait.
So your equipment, you don't false advertise. That's false advertising.
False advertising. If your equipment ain't working, you might have drunk too much.
If you're talking about how great you are in the bed, as a lot of guys often do.
A lot of women do too. Everybody does that.
Egotistical thing though. But it's more so men who do. It's more so men who do it.
Oh, I disagree with that. We're gonna have a talk about that.
It's more so men who do it, right?
Oh, shoot! See, it was the third time. Okay.
And then steroids and all that. So that's it. That's on him.
That is on him.
That's on him.
Now, so you gave him 3 times. He didn't step up.
But it's more so on. This more so falls on the dude because it's always a dude talking and lying on their dick about something. And then when it's
hold
on, let me finish. And then when it comes time to perform, they can't perform. You just read what V said. It was the third time. Going back to your point, maybe it should be he should be allotted 3 strikeout. Yeah. Upon the third strike, and if he strikes out, then upon the third hit, if he strikes out, then that's it. That's what he did, and
I ain't never met a woman that said her stuff wasn't good or bomb and it's this and that. I've never met a woman that said that. So I don't know what you're talking about.
So if you want to play it that way, then yes, you have a lot of people then, men and women, that talk about how
egotistical. That's what we all are about when it comes to our sexual problems. I mean, it's just what it is.
But who's the one applying the pressure? Is the woman humping you or are you humping
She even said, I bet you V was after that. V seen him, went up to him and said, well, what's up? And he probably got intimidated. Couldn't perform.
That's just what it is, man.
She gave him 3 strikes.
It's false flagging. It's false advertisement. If you're talking about how great you are, I can go for 30 minutes. I can go for an hour. I can go for whatever. And then you don't meet up to that expectation to which you set your own bar. She didn't do nothing. Y'all was probably just talking and joking around or whatever. And his ego got the best of him.
I disagree.
I can go for 30 minutes. I can go for 45 minutes. And then
she described what he looked like. She described what she looked like, so she was very attracted to him. She had to let us know he's a bodybuilder, so she was attracted to the muscles.
Nothing to do with his performance, though.
It does, because she's assuming that his performance is going to be probably off the hook.
Based off what he said, based off what he probably
Based off how he looked.
That has nothing to do with it.
You said it don't. Women assume that. I mean, you gonna
ladies, tell me? Okay, ladies, just because we got the ladies right here, right now, so we can just ask them right now. You just looking at a dude and being attracted to him. With you being attracted to the dude, does that bear any type of?
You don't think about he probably bomb, or he might have some bomb, or he might have this.
Do you guys? Here it is. This is how I'm framing my question.
Okay.
Right? Are you ladies? Are you ladies determining a man's performance in the bedroom based just off of him being attracted?
No, you putting that's not what I said.
You can rewind the tape.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't say only. I never said only. I know I
because you didn't speak to anything else.
No, I said
on the woman being attracted.
Thank you, V. Thank you.
You look like who?
Junior Seau.
Okay, I was attracted to him, but he had kids, so it worked for someone, just not for me. But again, okay, so V, with all of what you just said there, were you in your head, oh, he looks like Junior Seau, he must be great in the bedroom?
I didn't say nothing about great. I said it helps. When you see somebody, you do have an assumption sometimes. Like, I wonder, he might be. He looks like he might be good in bed.
Being attracted
to
somebody definitely helps in wanting to get the bedroom activities ushered along,
bro.
But
you never seen a woman and been like, damn, she look like she might have. She might look like she can throw it down. You gonna say you never thought that or never assumed that about a woman? Oh, okay, that's a new thing. Okay,
no,
all right,
no, not me.
So
maybe it's just me.
So you just mean like, okay, we have to have a conversation first, and then I start assuming that she's good in bed after the conversation.
I can't determine anything until after the action has happened.
Oh,
I can't
all right, guys. Let's get to the questions here.
I can't do that. You may.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you and everybody else can, go.
Yeah. All right.
So you looked at a woman and go, "Oh, she looked like she got good."
Yeah. Who has it? Yes. Yeah, I have. Yes. Well, according to Nick, it's not
well,
until after that.
That's why you get situations like these. You get disappointed. You're disappointed. He looked like Junior said, he looked like he's a bodybuilder and all of that. But once they got in the bedroom,
everybody's sex
she
game
was so trash. She didn't even want to.
Everybody's sex game is different for everybody too. Her bad might be bad, might be good for somebody else, or vice versa. So you can't just make an assumption because somebody's bad with this person that he's just trash all over.
She even says it right here. Speaking to my point, I based it on our chemistry. We had a lot of fun together, but that area did not work.
Cool.
So, again, being attracted to somebody obviously helps, wanting to get into the bedroom and do the damn thing, but to just look at somebody and I don't know. I mean, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. I'm doing my best to not speak in absolutes, but I'm just talking about with me. With everyone else, though, I can understand, where you're coming from at least. I see because I
don't know, man. You've been in the shop, cats talking. It's never after the fact that they make these observations. People make observations beforehand.
You know what I've done? I've seen the chick. I'm like, she got a fat ass. I wonder what that thing.
So what does that call to you?
You know what I'm saying? I wonder. Not she had me just automatic. That's a sexual attraction. Not me, but I'm not automatically assessing her performance. I don't know what it is.
I'm not saying she's gonna be bomb. I'm just saying from that you look at that and you're like, damn, that's a fat ass. So she probably.
I wonder. It's a question that I'm posing to myself.
So that's all it is, a question. So you said fat ass. I only wonder about that.
That's where it differs.
Okay.
I'm just wondering because I don't know. Okay. That's why it is a question.
Okay.
Not me going, hey, that thing must be good. Look at how she's.
No. You wait till after the fact, and you be like, well, it was after that. It's a 10 or a 9 or an 8.
If we're being logical about the situation.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well,
but if you want to be in your head and set yourself up for failure, then be my guest and do it the way that you're explaining it.
It's not failure. What I'm saying is, it's not failure. It happens.
It can be.
Not every single time that you had sex, it's going to be bomb. Also, we're saying.
It's true.
Okay. So you might have great chemistry. You might have just the most best chemistry. Gets down to it.
You won't know until you've actually spent time with that person.
You do. But we're also saying you don't know if you're only spending one time from a one night stand or 2 times. That's not really a lot either to go on. You're going on that's a quick assessment of it.
You're talking about in regards to sex.
It's regardless to sex, yeah. Regards to sex. It's a quick assessment. Because most times you can have bomb one night stands and it's just a one night stand. So why didn't you do it a couple more times? Because there's other things and factors that goes into it.
But then that turns into a fuck buddy situation.
Good. Or you just stop.
I'm not trying to be with you because of who you are as a person. You got some good pussy, and I'm trying to keep that in play.
Well, yeah. I mean, so it's a variety of different reasons and factors.
Right.
That's it. Oh, well.
Lydia said, ghosting after the first date. Whatever. After the third, my feelings are hurt. I think it's worse if it's a past couple of dates. I think it's worse if it's a past couple of dates. That's what he said. Since you invested some time into the situation. Right. So V says
always after at least 3 times is worse.
V says I was one. It was one who flew to California. I think that's what you're trying to say, right, V? It was one time that you flew to California to hang out with somebody. He said something I didn't like. I was back at the airport within 4 hours. Yeesh. Yikes. All it took was whatever he had to say that just set her off and put her back on the plane.
And that's all it is.
Come back home. I already read that part.
We had a lot of fun hanging out, particularly. Yeah.
Read that part. That part, someone's laughing, don't know. And that's all of our comments.
That's all it. So that was a good one. Yeah, Topic 2.
Okay. I want to go over this one because I really. I'm just trying to understand addictions and deal breakers, and I believe the email read something like this. Let me just go back to.
If you start dating somebody and you find out they had an addiction?
Yeah.
Is that a deal breaker?
What is the addiction?
You might as well the addiction. I don't like drugs.
It's clear because that definitely
drugs,
is a vital, thread in playing that part.
Yeah.
Is it something that I can help her with?
Get her
Is it
through
something
it.
that I can, because that
Addictions
right
are
there
serious.
is showing you that you are a supportive partner and that you're there for that person through the thick and thin. That right there could be the determining factor
on moving forward, whether or not it goes into the relationship.
If that's your person, you know what I'm saying? Because if you can help somebody through an addiction,
absolutely,
then that right there is that's love.
That's a lot of love.
That's a lot of love. Because people don't got to put up with nothing.
They really don't, and that's a lot to put on somebody, especially if you're in the dating phase. So, yeah.
Will says personally, that's a deal breaker.
Doesn't matter what drug it is.
What is the addiction though? Is it a porn addiction? Is it a drug addiction?
Alcohol addiction?
Is it alcohol? Is it food?
Food.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Shouldn't it be a determining what the addiction is?
That's what I was saying. It determines. It depends on what the addiction is. So like if I'm really feeling the chick and I really love her and I want to see her like do well, you know what I'm saying? Grow, and I feel like she has the potential to kick whatever it is. Like if it's
you never know though. Yeah, because they got to put in the work, and it's a difficult, it's a difficult situation to be
addiction, in. Like with drugs, there's a lot of things that happen with somebody who's going through trying to kick an addiction,
Yeah.
Because it's not overnight.
Yep.
There's a lot of...
It takes time.
It takes time, and there is a lot of negativity that comes with that, with a person that's in transition.
Yes.
They may relapse.
Yeah.
They may, steal a couple bucks not a couple bucks. They may steal from you to get to that next hit. Like all types of things that can be...
or when you guys are out
you in your life.
Or when you guys are out, there's a behavior situation. Yeah. Not just the steal, but the behavior situation.
Right.
So,
food. The person being overweight. Are you going to want to sit down? Are you going to want to sit down and structure out a dietary plan for that individual?
And that's a long-term addiction. That's not one of those that you can't.
That's a life.
That's a lifelong addiction. And that would be something you would have to think about moving forward over a period of time.
Because now you're implementing a program that you're throwing yourself into so that you can be supportive and help that person get to the goal at hand.
Yes.
Which is being healthy, not just losing weight, but being healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's people out there that are, shallow, and I don't count social media addiction because we're all on social media every day showing our entire ass. So that doesn't count.
Oh, you don't think it counts?
That doesn't count. We're on social media right now. Everybody is on social media every day.
But addiction is different than just being on social media, though. Addiction is if you're on. I understand that everybody's on there every day, but it's maybe something that you overindulge in. That's an addiction.
We all overindulge in social media every day. Can you go a day without picking up your damn phone and going on Facebook, posting on Shopkulture Live, posting on your page, going live, doing can you go a solid day without doing any of that? I don't think that you can. I don't think that there's people who don't have social medias because they're just not, they've never been dialed into it. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about those of us who are already dialed in and who engages and consumes social media on a daily. Can you unplug for a solid 24 hours?
That's like asking somebody, can they unplug from watching TV? So you're saying TV's an addiction?
I don't know. I don't think people can do that. I don't think most people can do that.
I don't know.
I'm not even gonna sit up here and say for myself, because I'm on. Even if I'm on IG,
I think it is
looking
good.
at something,
That's
still addiction. Yeah. But I don't.
I think it is good to get away from doing something all the time. So we probably are addicted.
Yeah. B says depends on the addiction, right? But hopefully they let me know what's up. They know what's up front, and I'll make the decision to keep dating you. Usually I'm dating more than one person, so you should be very transparent in the beginning. And that's the part that I miss. That's the part that I miss. If we're talking about dating,
I don't think nobody's gonna tell you, yo, I got this.
I don't think people are gonna.
I don't think
people are gonna stick around to even filter through someone's addiction. Because, like B just said, I have option A, B, C, D. I got all these other individuals that
and I'm not going to sit there and keep filtering through this. And you got these issues or these demons.
That's why I said I would have to be someone who is really into you and I really like you and I see the potential in you. This is the dating phase. So if I'm seeing all of those positive traits, even despite the fact that you have an addiction, you got to be somebody special to me is what I'm saying. For me to even kick, all these other options that I have out here that I can
rub into,
shuffle through. And just, keep you in play.
Yes. Yeah.
So I get what she's saying with that.
I get what she's saying, but I do know what you're saying too, and I agree with it. I think addictions are different for everybody, but I don't think somebody's going to tell you that about their addiction dating in the dating phase. I just don't.
No, they're not going to do that.
And we can even talk about gambling too. Gambling addiction. So
I don't
there's
understand.
A lot of different.
That's an addiction I do not understand.
And then how about sex? Sex is an addiction for certain people. So it's just all types of.
But that's a good addiction to have.
See.
That's a good addiction to have. That's a good addiction to have, though. Especially if both of y'all are like.
No, it's usually not the case.
Huh?
That's usually not the case. One person's way more, when somebody's sexually addicted, somebody's way more sexually.
Well, these are things that you find out in the dating phase, though.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So in the dating phase, if you're finding out that you're more sexually driven than your partner, then you guys should be able to address that right then and
there. But
there.
would somebody tell you that? That's what I'm saying. Will somebody tell you that up front in the dating phase?
I
just think that probably a woman telling a man that it would probably be like,
we're not gonna care if a woman is.
No, we're gonna like that.
I was about to say
we're gonna like that.
If a chick came up like, Barry, I have an addiction, kind of a sexual addiction. You're gonna be all for that. You rubbing your hands and all. You're gonna be ready to go all the time.
I'd be like, no.
Oh man, I can't date you. That right there. You gotta address that. Do you go to church? I got this church you can go to.
Man, nothing wrong with it, man. Get some Jesus.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Get some Jesus. Get some Jesus.
By and large, that's not a conversation that's happening.
Yeah.
Will says when you first meet someone and you find out they have an addiction to something, you're already behind the 8 ball. You support someone you care about, you won't know that unless you're in an actual relationship with that person, not a person you just started dating. I
totally agree with you, Mark. Yeah, Mark. And it sounds cold, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, B said, "Yep, I have."
People hide their double lives, so background checks work and observe them in their natural elements. Yes, that part. And don't be predictable because they will slip.
Wait, hold on here. I got to call that out. So would you do a background? You do a background check on somebody?
Women are doing that. We as men, by and large,
don't do that.
We don't do that. We're going off of what's in front of us. That right there is background.
I think it's worse enough.
You know the background check?
No, the background check is social media. They go on it.
Kids. How many kids you got?
That is it.
That's a form of background check for us, and that's probably as far as.
But their background check for women are going on your Facebook page, your IG page. That's their background check. And they assume all this stuff.
If y'all know mutual people, they gonna ask around. Yeah, they gonna.
So that's.
And they should do that because you got some weirdo dudes out here. You got weirdos out here, period. You know, within men. And
you have to do.
So
you have to be selective.
It's called vetting.
And being selective. So
that's why a lot of these people are in situations, and most importantly, and unfortunately, they're locked down with kids that they probably wouldn't have had this kid with, but because they didn't vet that person properly, and they were going off lust and not logic, and I don't want to say love, but they was going with lust. They were moving with lust and not logic. You know what I'm saying? Common sense. Now you're stuck with this person for a lifetime.
Or you are. Well, yeah. Or you made a passion mistake.
What?
A passion mistake.
A passion mistake.
You got in it.
That's what we're calling lust now.
Call it what you. I mean, I just think
because that's all it is. This is a PC way of saying it, but it's lust.
Listen, man.
It's lust.
Yeah. As long as you take care of your responsibility.
A mistake of passion.
Yeah, hey, as long as you take care of your responsibility.
No judgment from me. I'm just saying.
Who am I to judge it? I just
no judgment from me. It's just I'm just thinking on the people.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
This is what my customer said. You're one nut away from having a kid. So just remember that in life.
I do.
And I'm pretty sure we all have been in situations.
Sometimes when I'm in that thing, I be thinking like, hey man, you better eject her. You're gonna be one of the niggas out there.
It's you talking
but that's me using my common sense and being,
But take care of those kids.
Exactly. Ryan, you're right.
Ryan is,
but unfortunately, some people,
absolutely,
they ain't too keen on doing that.
Yeah.
I've done it before, and it showed a lot about the person and saved me from dealing with them. Right.
You done what?
Right.
She went on.
She went
social media.
No,
or you did a background check.
She vetted the person properly.
Okay. Do you do the background check at first, or do you do it after you've been dating somebody for a period of time? Then you do the background check. Because if you're doing a background check and you're dating all these people, that's just that's expense. So
I would say, because I've never done it.
Yeah.
I would say what makes sense to me is while you're dating. because you can do that. You can do that background information through that person. All you got to do is be upfront and ask questions. Now, if you feel like that they're not giving you the answers that you need, then that's when I guess you go into Inspector Gadget mode and start, stalking social media pages or asking around or, doing the things that folk do to get whatever information that they feel they need on somebody. But, I think the best way to go firsthand is speaking directly to the person.
I think so too. Because you have to be able to gauge that without doing background checks.
Because
you have to be able to gauge the character.
Because if
you got to know,
right, you got to be able to read. Learn how to read a room or the person.
If you're not going to do that, then I don't know. You just recipe for disaster.
Okay, so he says I did one after about a month. It actually damn.
Okay.
You actually went and paid to.
Oh, she said I'm free to do one. It's amazing the info. What info are you looking when you're doing that? Because
record.
History. Are you looking for a job?
I don't think you can get credit. You can't do. You can't. There's nothing medically that you can go find via.
So if you found out everything was good but the credit was bad, knowing you'd be out. Credit or bankruptcies on the, man. Well, hey, man. Listen.
So with this topic, before we head off into because we kind of got off the rails here, would you date someone who was going through, let's say, a drug addiction?
Mess with drugs. Mess with drugs. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've been in situations.
Crack, cocaine, meth.
Yeah,
we ain't talking about weed or
but there's different. There's different addictions.
Let's say crack.
No, probably.
Let's say cocaine.
Cocaine. Yeah, I would deal with it.
You will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said,
and this is dating. This is dating.
There's difference.
Big man.
Yeah. Not everybody's. Yeah, when you're dating, you're still getting to know the person and whatnot. So that's big. But going into the relationship, that might play a factor in. So I don't know, because addiction levels for everybody's different. Some are functionable.
Right. B says criminal record, credit check. She's treating this like a business.
Yeah. See, you're doing a business check. Okay, that's what we're asking me.
I don't see anything wrong.
No, hey, do you? Hey, if it works, more power to you.
I bet if people did that more often, wouldn't be a lot of heartache and fuckery going on out here.
Oh man, if you're basing it on whether or not somebody's criminal record, credit check, past address, I mean, is it determining?
But then you have those conversations.
You do have those conversations. Because there could be reasons behind that.
Let's say she got all that on that dude, and then she's like, "All right, so criminal." I don't even know how she would break it to him. Like, "Hey, I went to check you up." Yeah. But let's say that she just did all of that, and well, we can just ask her.
Yeah.
Hey, how did that whole interaction go down?
Yeah, and what she just said is interesting.
I dated several guys who had addictions and would go to regular meetings. So yeah, okay.
See, so they're taking steps.
Yeah.
Or drug or alcohol or gambling. All those are meetings.
Gambling, I don't understand that. Like, how do you get addicted to losing money?
That's not always the addiction. The addiction is not the losing money. The addiction is the thrill of gambling. Of going in there, and when you win,
because the house is designed to win all the time.
Yeah, bro. But that's not the addiction.
Knowing that, why would you? Like I said, I don't understand it. That's why I'm just throwing. That's why I'm questioning it right now. William says it's a rush. It's a rush to lose money. What? Okay.
Well, do you play sports?
I don't.
That's like sports gambling, man. I know.
I don't gamble at all.
See, yeah.
What's the difference in sports gambling and then gambling at the casino?
It's what I'm saying is sports related. Usually, if you play sports, you usually like to gamble because it's the winning. Mm-hmm. People love the win. The rush of winning is nothing like it. It's nothing like winning. I don't care what anybody says.
When you actually win, though.
Yeah.
In the rare case that you do win, because again, the house is what's designed.
You're not looking at
or the game is designed for.
The game is for the house to win. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, it's like that because you're going there to play. So yeah, that's
I could.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I'll read this comment and then move on to the next topic. Or you? Yeah,
let's go to the next topic. Yeah, they keep on talking the addictions. Yeah, we know, guys.
I found out one guy was still living with a woman, and they purchased a house together. I confronted him. He was mad, and I stopped. Ooh,
well, we assume that you did stop. We assume that you did stop dating him, especially so because he lied. Man. That is a lot.
That's a lot.
Hey,
Man.
did you tell his lady though?
She probably did.
Yeah. Oh,
why
she did do it.
Why? Like,
no? Would you have done that though, Nick? Would you done it? Would you tell?
I wouldn't have done all of what you just did.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not about to. I mean,
you're not gonna snitch.
I'm not snitching. No. Yeah. Like she just said, like get the hell out of there.
Just leave. Just run away.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Yeah. Let's go on to this one right here. Painful remedy break. What is it? Yeah, painful breakup remedies, and we do have an overlay that I want to bring up.
Oh.
That speaks to that. All right. So. Yeah, what's going on? Okay. What has helped you get over a painful breakup? What has helped you get over a painful breakup? What's a painful breakup remedy? We've all been there. We've all been through it. You know what I'm saying? What was your what helps you overcome?
Well, new sex usually helps people overcome new relationships. People rushing into another relationship.
That's more yeah. But see, that's a piss poor thing to do.
It is.
That's not a remedy. That's a recipe for disaster.
It is, but people look at it as a remedy because they want.
That's more so a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
You know. Because you're not even thinking logically. You're going off of your emotions.
You're going off your emotions. You're not over what occurred.
Clearly.
You're not over the hurt. Yeah. Wine time and another. That's hilarious. Women doing that slick too. Hey.
Why time?
Man, I know that's right. That sounds like a movie.
Yo, it does.
Don't it? See, we gotta come up with a movie on that. Wine time and another man. That's starring who? Who's starring
Tyler Perry.
We're gonna put B.
That's the Tyler Perry joint.
Yeah.
Okay. Will's going the more political route. Taking a step back and focusing on myself. Doing things I enjoy doing. All right.
I mean, but that is probably the smartest way of going about it.
That is, because that's what you should be doing.
Right?
That is what you should be doing. But we know folks don't do that.
Yeah.
No, you're not looking for another relationship, just having fun.
Yeah.
Hello, hair.
Halo, what's up, young lady? Yes. And that's probably that's the best bet, right? You
get over a breakup? Well, I mean,
yeah, go over there.
But is it the best thing to do to just be out here fucking?
Oh, wait, how you gonna know? That's what she said. She said just having fun.
That's usually what that entails per everybody.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not even talking.
I know. I'm just saying
her per everybody, and you just said it, and V just said it.
No, I said I just gave examples of it. I didn't say that's what having fun is a variety of different things.
You spoke to it, but V was more so candid in her explanation. Wine time and another man.
Well, that's B. B said that.
Again, and it goes back to what
exactly.
I said.
Halo, thank you. Halo said it. Stop.
Yeah, okay. What type of fun? Y'all
she said, Nick. Oh man.
Y'all going
to Nick. So you can't have fun.
You can.
Without having sex.
I'm not speaking in absolutes. I'm just saying more often than not, but smashing is a big part of that. We're not gonna sit up here and act like it's not.
No, it's not.
If we go back and watch this. Go back and watch.
I said that's what some. I didn't say most. I just said that's what some people do. It is.
That's all I'm saying.
No, you said with fun, and then you incorporate fun, and then you said effort.
That's usually what that translates to.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that dinner or going to the damn
going to a gun range, going to a game, going horseback riding,
I'm not
going hiking,
right?
Going out of town,
right?
There's a lot of going to a concert.
Those are essentially dates, and what happens on dates more often than not, folks are smashing somewhere in there.
She could be doing that with a girlfriend.
Girls don't smash each other.
Oh shit! Damn, you got me off guard.
I have to think about it. I know.
You're like, bro, come on, B. What are you just talking about? Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Halo says it's more of meeting different people and playing the chase. Okay.
I agree with her though.
Now, when you start being sexually active while you're hurting over someone else, that's exactly.
But we all agree with that.
Yes.
We all agree with that.
Yes. Wow, indeed.
But damn, it feels good though. That's temporary. It's temporary.
Yes, the release.
Who wants to deal with the reality of hurt and pain? Nobody wants to deal with that. That's hard.
A real person will.
Well, you can call it real, but yes.
A person
you should.
Real, aka being honest with yourself.
Being honest with yourself.
Okay,
you should.
That's what I mean by that.
Being
but
a mature
you have a lot
adult,
of delusional people out here that do not. That's all I'm saying.
Nobody likes pain.
Yeah. So
nobody likes pain.
So have you ever gone through such a breakup and you found yourself, what did you find yourself throwing yourself into to get over said breakup?
All the stuff that V said.
And wine, something, another man.
Except not a man, a woman.
What a woman. Yeah. A woman.
But and it wasn't a good thing, and that's not how you deal with it. Obviously,
okay.
And
appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, it's true. That's not how you deal with it, but you do that. Sometimes you make bad decisions on top of more bad decisions.
Ooh, that anchors back to our last topic. Some people turn to their addictions to cope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely,
man.
The demons of addiction.
Halo says the reason why you want to have fun is because no one wants to hear about anyone's heartbreak over their ex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. And there's no blueprint about getting over hurt.
No, that's a form of that's like a form of therapy. And when I say that, I mean healing. Healing doesn't have a timeline.
It doesn't.
So,
but it is time. It usually does take time, though.
That's what I'm saying. It
takes time, and nobody wants that
there's
time.
No, okay, it's been a week or it's been 2 months, 6 months. No. It's like, no, you take the proper time you need to filter out so that you can be whole again.
So you're not going to allow somebody else to come in without you.
Because you're not projecting onto others.
And you really don't. What's cold about it, right? There's a lot of times you think you're ready and you're just not ready,
mm-hmm.
and it just rears its ugly head.
I was in a situation like that where I was digging the chick.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted to date her.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to build into a relationship with her, but she was still hanging on to some stuff that some other dude did.
Yeah. And you had to allow her the space and time for it.
And we had the conversation about it. And I told her up front, I was like, listen, I like you a lot, and I really do want us to move forward. But based on the information that you've afforded me in regards to your past situation, it does not sound to me like you are fully healed and
ready to move on.
And so with that, I don't think that you should be entertaining me any further. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what and what not to do in regards to other men, but with me, I just don't think that, because right now I'm doing everything in my power to try to,
move forward.
But we can't do that if you don't sit down and properly address these issues. And we had that conversation because she was projecting onto me, and I didn't understand it at first. She was being hesitant with me. She wasn't being intimate with me, and I'm not talking about sex, but I'm just talking about just hug, a hug, a kiss, some form of touch. She was very
standoffish.
Yeah, and so me reading the room and seeing that body language and whatnot, I had to ask, and so then she eventually let me in and gave me that information, and we went our separate ways. Still cool, but that's how stuff like that should be, I think that's how.
But it wasn't. I don't think she was necessarily wrong with dating you or getting to know you.
No,
I think she got into that situation, realized that, hey, I'm just not over whatever the case might be. We don't know what it was. It might have been last relationship. It might have been a relationship before that.
Sometimes it might take for a person
to get another situation to realize and recognize. So let's just hope that she got.
She's doing great.
Yeah,
she's doing great.
And that's all you can do.
Happy for her.
I think as men. I think as men we don't necessarily handle breakups. Right?
We don't, because we don't deal with
emotion. We don't deal with emotion.
We bottle it up.
We bottle
go
it up.
Start smashing as many chicks as possible.
Smashing, making reckless decisions.
Mm-hmm. Reckless and permanent decisions.
Yeah.
So
that's one thing as men, right? Even as friends and friends that go through breakups, maybe I know we can do better at, right? Kind of fostering that environment
I encourage the homies to, hey man, you need
take
to
that time,
healthy time Mm-hmm. Take that healthy time and space to get right. Like, I get it, you know, you can get out here and pull any female, whatever.
Man, we used to take our boys to the club. We're like, we're going to the club, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with going to the club under certain situations, but with the goal to be the hit or something like that. Are you doing your friend? You're doing your friend a disservice.
Listen, the man gonna make whatever.
That's a grown man, and I don't have.
I can't tell a man what to do.
But you can't control the environment too, though.
I can't do
that. You can't control the environment.
Hey
man, just be like, hey, let's do something different. Or let's do something else. Or let's do, you know what I'm saying? Let's just talk.
I mean, at the end of the day, I want my guy to have a good time. I want my homie to have a good time. And if going to the club, you know, being in that environment is that, then cool. We're grown. You know right from wrong. You know your limitations. You know, have control. Have dick control. Like, yeah, we're at the club, but that doesn't mean push up on every chick. Well, you can, you know. Yeah. But at the same time, he's gonna do whatever he wants to do.
He was gonna do whatever, but also if you realize that's your friend, maybe doing something different than going to a club might be a better option as his friend. Yeah, now, if he wants to go to a club with on his own or whatever, hey, whatever. Hey,
we can go to the game. We can go.
Let's do something else.
Yeah. Yeah, guys' night out.
Do something that's a little different out of the box.
Game night at the house.
Yeah, playing some poker, smoking some cigars.
Because sometimes that's all it really takes is some conversations with the bros.
Yes.
Because somebody in the mix had already been there, done that. They got the wisdom. They got the data. Yes. They can bestow that on you, and they can be that influence that you need.
Absolutely. And again, having people surround you, right, that you're comfortable enough being emotional with, because it's just emotional. Breakups are hard, bro, and its emotions are going to be shown, and that's a lot of things. A lot of times, do you want to cry in front of your partners? Do you want to really get emotional in front of your boys?
I'm not going to do that.
No, exactly.
I don't think there's anything wrong in doing that,
but some people
filter and process differently,
and they should have the option of doing that. If yes, your friend, they should have the option to let go and do those type of things.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If one of my homies started breaking down in front of me, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Exactly. Well, then
I'm gonna laugh and all that. But then if it's like, oh, okay, this is serious. All right, so now you know.
So you gonna sit there and laugh at your partner? Let's say
if I don't know why he's. If he just starts
why he's crazy.
Right. If I don't know how what's going on, he just starts, bawling. I'm like, what the? That's gonna catch me off guard.
Yeah, I think if you do, but if you know what's going on.
But if I know what's going on, it's just
you handle it appropriately because that's your boy, that's your partner.
Of course.
All right. Yeah.
But you shouldn't have been doing what you was doing, or else you wouldn't be in this situation.
Oh, man.
I'm just playing.
Wow.
Let me cut it out.
Oh man.
No. I'm a support beam for me and mine.
Yeah. As you should, and as we should, and we should do more of. But guys, once again, we are getting.
You got one more topic, bro.
Do we?
Yeah, we can go through it real quick. Having a small circle of people you trust, just someone to confide in, helps you get over a breakup a little bit easier.
All right.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Real quickly, we get one more, and then our time is up.
These are the topics.
Well, this is gonna be real quick.
This is gonna
we started talking. You know how we get. This is what you do in shop.
This is gonna be a fun
shop culture. What is this one?
Are men no longer persuasive? So hold on.
So
I might have prompted that wrong, but I have an overlay for that.
Okay, let's see the overlay on it
to get better context.
Okay.
Who noticed that men are no longer persuasive? Once they ask you out and you say no, case closed.
Yes,
I agree with that.
I agree with that. What more should you do?
Yeah, I don't know what this thing is with women expecting a man to chase them.
Yeah, what's up with the chasing?
I'm not chasing you. Ain't nothing special about you for me to chase you.
Okay, I'm not going on that far.
I will.
Okay,
I will.
I just don't see why we even have to go that route. If you ask, if a man asks you out and you say no. Oh, I mean, is there?
What else do you want him to do? She wants you to chase and play games. That's why I said.
See, that's game
I stopped doing that a long time.
Have you done that before? Have you asked a woman and then you just keep asking her out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Because the only thing is, the reason why I would venture to guess why a man would do that is because of the signals, the mixed signals. did she just blatantly tell you
No,
no?
she got you in her
or is
zone.
her actions like showing? If she's saying one thing but her actions doing another, vice versa. Like there's variables that like go into that. You know what I'm saying? That would, because you're not clear, so you keep pursuing the person to get a clear reading as to what's going on. But once I get a clear reading of what's going on, yeah, case closed. I'm not. The hell?
No, you get one time. Yay or nay?
Hey man, I
just don't see the value.
If that's what it is. If she says no, then okay.
It's different. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, if you ask her out, she says no.
Mm-hmm.
Then she comes a couple months down the road and asks you out. That's okay.
I'm already smashing another chick, but yeah, let's do it.
I don't know what you're doing. Okay, just
being up front. Like that was a month ago or a couple months ago.
So you would tell her, hey, we can go out, but I'm smashing this other chick.
I'm transparent. I'm up front with mine.
Bro, I know you ain't gonna say that up front. You gonna tell her maybe after the back.
Let me rephrase then. I'm not gonna say we smashing, but I will say I'm seeing somebody else.
Okay.
But either way, like I've been smashing the chick. Like, what are we doing? Like, it can be all so simple. Just be honest with like the situation. And then what is she doing expecting me to not be out here in these streets doing what I'm doing? Because I don't know. You put me on a back burner. I'm not about to sit around and wait on you.
Be like, I'm wrong. No, I was going to say something.
The delusion of people.
I was going to say something inappropriate. Hey, let's go.
The several shades of audacity some of these women have. It's crazy.
But this is what tripped me out when I seen this. Because I was like, I can't believe. Oh. Okay.
Because I'm going to read all these.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. Read them.
Read them? Okay. So, these says, men used to court women, but social media killed it.
Courting is different than somebody saying no.
Exactly.
Courting is different.
We've had these conversations too. We went to all of.
And because you women, listen. If a man says no when you ask a man out, you ain't begging. Ain't no woman in here begging.
And ain't no woman asking no man out either. By and large, they're not. Some of them.
Those real ones are.
Ask again, then he's begging, right? Good point.
Okay, Ryan.
Good take.
Right. Yeah.
Halo says what? William says these days you don't want to be accused of sexual harassment because they will definitely run to that real quick.
Yeah. Me too.
Halo says it's not games. It's maybe you're trying to see a little bit more of their personality before you make a decision. Believe it or not, there's a lot of chasers out here.
Oh, she got a point though. Man, these women's DMs, these women's DMs be full. They be full. So you might have a point.
But a dude who is approaching you directly and asking you, I'm not talking about the DMs, I'm talking about a man who has approached you. Yo, Halo, I'm digging your vibe.
Yeah.
And
let's go out and get a drink.
Let's go get a drink or let's go out.
Ryan, I'm not taking you to dinner first. We're gonna do drinks.
That's you.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Me, I don't mind taking a chick out to eat.
Eating for the first date is a little awkward. I was saying drinking. I think
what?
What do you guys think about that?
You're awkward for even saying that. You put your lips to say that real? Taking a woman out to eat is weird.
I'm saying when this is a casual encounter, drinks probably is the best way to go. You going out to dinner and doing all that, that's kind of, I don't know, because, eating and, thank you, Ryan.
She says chase or a challenge, there's a difference. A chase? Okay, let me unpack.
Well, okay, but yeah,
chase
I want her
or a challenge.
Yeah, but I want her to, Halo, I want you to break that one down, because I see, there's a fine line between that. I understand what she's getting at.
I do too, but I'm not about to.
I don't know if I want to.
Time is precious, and there's other options. I have other options out here.
Well, she said I got a lot of options too. So so that's the thing. You both got all these options, but you guys are obviously maybe feeling each other. So somebody's got to. Somebody got to chase.
She's not feeling you if she's telling you no, and
she's saying that she might.
And then if you want to,
she might, but she wants.
And then if you want to add all of these extracurriculars into it, like chase, is it a chase or is it really a challenge? It's nothing for me. It's a no. I'm over here now. So if you
wouldn't do that. So when a woman tells you no, you're done.
You just said it too.
I said me. I asked me. I didn't get that from you.
Yeah.
I got that. You said you've done that before. I'm like, oh, okay, that's different.
If she's throwing mixed signals and I'm trying to figure out what's going on, that is the only reason why I would even do that.
Yeah, okay. Well, then, thank you for clarifying.
But other than that, if she's saying no, that's what what that is.
Now wait a minute. Hello, so you like easy women? She talking to you?
No, I like women who know. No. I got this. No, Halo. I like women who know what the hell they want and know what they're doing out here. I like women who are clear and concise and to the point, not playing these games of chase me or let me like you can challenge somebody while you're in a relationship with them. I mean,
Wait, hold on. That's going a little far.
You can't. How is that going far?
Challenge in a relationship?
No, while you're in a relationship, you're challenging your partner even in a relationship.
But you're also going to challenge them before the relationship. You're going to have
with what though?
Anything from some intellect,
but we're talking about
stimulating conversations.
Okay, that's different. That's different. We're talking about chasing though, chasing and challenging you to chase me. Like I'm not doing that. This is all anchoring back to the chase.
Okay, hold on. So see, well, we're gonna have to finish. You guys are getting. It's getting real. It's getting real.
Let me read because she has a lot, and I want to read it all out. I want to read all of it. So I read those. So the thought of someone thinking when they pursue someone is that they're just been sitting around waiting on them the whole time. You never know why you might be. Okay, but the point is you're being curved. So if someone's being curved, why are they going to stick around to see if they're going to get uncurved? Like, that don't make no sense to me.
If someone I understand. Hold on. I understand what she's saying, though, right? Because honestly, though, I guess it's how they curve me, right? I think that plays a part in it.
Okay, unpack that then.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
No, it's maybe how you said it, or maybe maybe they give you a description of why they said no, or maybe tell you, hey, I got something going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? Give you something to chew on that you can think about it, and maybe moving forward, hey, maybe ask me next. That's a totally different thing.
I'm talking about women specifically.
But if a woman just says no, just keep chasing.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the things that
But that's what I'm unpacking what she's saying on that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and if that's what she's saying, then okay. Cool.
I can wrap my head around it.
Yeah. And this is important. Now men are killing women for turning them down.
No, well, that's corny. That's weak men.
Very, very.
Ain't no men on Shopkulture doing that.
And we don't support that.
Hell no, man. No.
That's what incels do.
Yeah. You corny for that.
Super corny. Nah, man, eating is a must for a first date.
That's because he's a cook.
I agree. That don't got.
And Ryan agreed with me on the drinks. So yes,
he probably was agreeing with something else.
He was agreeing with that. I know Ryan. Ryan be like, hell no, I'm doing the drinks.
He says it's a hard no for me. So he might be actually talking about not taking a chick out to eat. Buying drinks is good for an approach, though. Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, wow. Let me read this real quick because I see some bullshit. Okay. He says the dating game is so different now. A good first date is meet for coffee or lunch.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, either one.
I have options as well. I used to date like the stock market. She's a businesswoman.
I like that.
Women just want to see if a man really likes them. But if they are playing games, move on.
Hold on. So a man shouldn't look at you when you're dating, because you say you were dating like the stock market, so that means you're dating a lot. Correct. So if a man sees that, a man can also assume it's the same thing, though. So how is a man supposed to see him as being special enough that you only want to maybe date him?
Things that make you go.
All right.
Halo says, sounds like thirsty women to me.
Oh, hello.
Wait your turn in line.
Hello. What time out?
All that right there just speaks exactly to what I've been speaking to. No. Hell no. If it's a no from the start, then I'm moving on. Because it's stuff like this. Wait your turn. There ain't no me. I'm not waiting on nothing. Like, what? What do you see when you read that? What does that mean to you when a woman says, wait your turn in line? How are you taking that, honestly?
I'm laughing at it. I think it's funny. See, but honestly, back in my day, I would have took that as a challenge, and I probably would have liked it. I'm like, okay. I like somebody talking a little bit.
Okay.
But that's me.
All right. And I ate.
But that probably would have lasted about a week.
Okay, so then so in the long run, that anchors back to our original point, what we started with. It's a no. May not be a hard no, but it's a no. I'm not chasing you. Remember, when you guys chase, the purpose of the chase is to be caught.
Okay, I like that. Okay. Okay.
Okay. It's Hallmark card quotes. Okay. We are dating, not exclusive. Men been doing it for years.
See, B and Halo are saying different things. I like it though.
I know.
I like it. This is real. This is real right now.
Seeing it in real time, and it's
seeing it in real time. This is good.
Yeah.
But guys, we got to end it.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. But yes, Halo.
We're gonna do a pop-up. We're gonna continue. We'll do a pop-up.
Yeah.
But guys, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Shop Culture. As you can see,
I like to. I mean, it was a good back and forth.
That's what it should be, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Dating is hard.
It's a game at the end of the day. It's all a big game.
But guys, like they say, this is boo season. This is boot up season.
Oh man, me and mine, we good.
That's what it's all about, brother.
We good. It's those out there who ain't got nobody who gonna be out here
in the cold.
Hey, shivering. You got something that might be
shivering.
They might want that, you know.
You know what I'm saying? But honestly, you know, man, like I always say, you gotta do what's best for you on that. Once again, Nick, any last remarks?
And be safe, mask up, even if you're not, you know, whether you're vaccinated or not, mask up, or not, just be safe is all I'm saying. I ain't trying to tell you folk what to do. Just be safe, be mindful of others. That's all I got.
And that's all you have to. And really, guys, really, man, I mean, look out for your fellow person. No, there's so much BS going on, and man, humility. You know, humility. Once again, guys, we want to say, like we all say, be blessed, stay safe.
We out.
Yes, sir.
We out.